Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Medli. I am a law student in UiTM Shah Alam and currently enrolled in Part 4. This presentation is made for my LAW559 subject on mooting. So today, I'm delighted to share with everyone in regard to the topic of the golden rule of advocacy and court decorum. The real question here is, what is meant by the golden rule of advocacy and court decorum? First of all, let us look into the definition of the golden rules of advocacy. The general definition of the term golden rules defined as a basic principle which should always be followed by an individual to ensure success in a particular task. On the other hand, advocacy is defined as any action that speaks in favor of, recommends, argues for a cause, supports or defends, or pleads on behalf of others. In short, advocacy is art of conducting or presenting before the court which involves making speech, witnesses, questioning, and any preparation related to the task. Therefore, the golden rule of advocacy literally explains the do's and the don'ts while presenting a case in the courts in general. In this context, I will clarify on 4 main golden rules of advocacy that I think need to be practiced by a junior lawyer or need to be acknowledged by a law student. First, as an advocate, you need to be very honest and credible in conducting your responsibility as a lawyer. In this context, an advocate must be honest in dealing with his or her client or even with the opponents. It is undeniable that a lawyer should act for the best interest of the client, but they're supposed to disclose any essential fact accordingly to every parties. It is instructive to refer to the case of Kasinatar Balendra Turaisingam and Majlis Peguam Negara, whereby the appellant was being dishonest for misappropriation of fund amounting to Rm 2.8 million by the partnership. The court unanimously agreed that a dishonest lawyer should not be allowed to practice. Second, an advocate needs to be courteous and respectful. It is crucial for a lawyer to address an individual by their correct titles and salutation. This involves everyone in the court, such as the judges, opponent, witnesses, and also the court staff. It goes without saying that manner makes man, which means a person may be judged according to his behavior towards other people. A lawyer should also know how to behave towards others through a proper social ethic. This will lead us to the third golden rules of advocacy, which is being a good opponent. In the court, a lawyer should act professionally in every aspect. In this context, an advocate should refrain from being consumed by their own emotion or personal feeling, as it would cause tension in the court. Need to be reminded that it is important to argue or fight in line with the relevant issues and not personalities issues. An advocate shall get to the point and assist the judges in understand the argument. Being a good opponent does not mean that an advocate should be too friendly with the opposition. It will give rise to the issue of trust and biasness between the client and the advocates. The last golden rules of advocacy is to respect the court dress code. It is vital for an advocate to dress up professionally in accordance with the court attire. The themes of the court shall be black and white, and it is a normal practice for a law student to own a black and white attire. The other way to show your respect to the court is to speak with good manner, be well prepared before the day of the trial, be punctual, and last but not least, advocates should respect the final decision of the court. In virtue of the case Chia Cheong Hock against public prosecutor, it was stated that the court had power to punish for contempt of court for altering court's document or committing deceit. Moving on, the court decorum means proper behavior. Proper behavior in a trial means behaving formally with an emphasis on courtesy. In this context, I will be explaining on the court decorum which is related with an open court. In an open court, the interpreter will announce the court is in session and every individual in the courtroom shall stand whilst the judge enters. As the judge approaches, he sits and bows. Everyone present in the court must bow in return. Subsequently, when judge is seated, the rest may sit down. Interpreter will call case for hearing based on the court list and counsel will announce their appearance. In this context, introduction shall be done by the Deputy Public Prosecutor. As for example, if my Lord pleases, my name is Muhammad Firdaus and I appear with my learned friend Aiman Zaid for the prosecution. My learned friend Rashdan and his assisting counsel appear for the accused. Last but not least, remember to stand when the judge leaves the courtroom. That is everything that I could share with everyone. However, There are another golden rules of advocacy and court decorum available if this topic is to be discussed in detail. Thank you.